Hey everyone! The recent anniversary of the passing of Shanquilla Robinson has been lingering in my heart and all over my mind lately, and I felt the need to talk to you all about how serious it is to be selective in the company we keep, and even the family we allow to remain in our lives. Like most people, I came from an environment where people were just expected to forgive and forget when a friend or a family member did something wrong, whether they betrayed you, disrespected you, embarrassed you, or didn't have your back. The person who got the short end of this stick was just expected to carry on, and I'd witnessed people carry on this forgive and forget mentality through the worst of controversies. I decided at a young age that I could forgive, but we need not forget. And oftentimes, we need to make some serious changes and even cut some people off. The biggest reason I felt so validated in maintaining the practice of forgiving and removing people is because I've seen how easily the same people who betray you will forget every good thing you've ever done for them the minute you don't or can't give them what they want. I've signed credit card authorization forms from across the country to pay for people to stay at the nicest hotel so they wouldn't be stranded in the middle of the night on the side of the road somewhere, just so they would be safe, only to witness them just a few short months later try to ineffectively set me up in some type of drama, some BS, simply because I didn't agree with them on a personal choice they were making, not because I was stopping them from making it, but because I didn't agree with it, and they asked me for my opinion. But the point was not the weak attempted setup that backfired. The point was I got to see how quickly their heart and spirit and soul could switch up like that. From humbling yourself to ask me for help just a couple short months ago to now showing me your deceitful, ungrateful little horns. I was just so intrigued by how quickly they'll forget how I was the only person that was willing to even answer your call, the only person that was willing to help you in the manner that I did. And you'd betray that, all because I don't agree with you on something that doesn't even matter to either one of us. But that's when I realized how they will forget everything you've done for them so quick, and how they'll make everything you've ever done for them over the years completely null and void, like it never existed, over something as small as a difference of opinion. That's wild to me. They'll say something to the effect of, "That's old, you're always bringing up everything you've ever done for me. Oh, so me helping you is old now? Well then, in that case, everything I ever do for you will be old the day after I do it, so you'll never be grateful." And then the way they'll be like, "You're always bringing up everything you've ever done for me." That's so interesting how they'll twist everything you've ever done for them to sound like a negative thing. To actually sound like a negative thing. Okay, so that's how you see it. So instead of being grateful for everything I've ever done for you, you're basically motivating me to stop doing anything for you at all. So now this way you can complain about nothing that I'll ever do for you again, because I shouldn't have to remind you. And mind you, these are people who've likely never done a single thing for you ever. So the least they could do in return of everything you've done for them is not cross you. You get what I'm saying? And I know the Bible teaches forgiveness. I'm not speaking against that. I believe in forgiveness. Forgiveness does not require giving someone endless opportunities to repeat their offenses, because as adults, we also have to be discerning enough to know what the other person can handle and what they're capable of. I felt especially compelled to share this message because of the recent anniversary of the passing of Shanquilla Robinson, a beautiful, kind, forgiving young woman who was betrayed by multiple people, who was repeatedly and brutally attacked, and allegedly murdered by those who much of the public believe were her own friends, one of which was a friend that her mother described as her best friend, and who even traveled on family vacations with them. This is a friend who was treated so well that they were accepted around Shanquilla's family, treated to trips. But the moment this friend had an opportunity to betray Shanquilla, to record her in a vulnerable situation, instead of helping her, this so-called friend helped set her up after all she'd done for them. Instead of helping her, this friend entered Shanquilla's private bedroom with the girl who would physically assault her unprovoked. And instead of protecting Shanquilla, this friend entered her bedroom where Shanquilla was simply sleeping and allowed her to be forced up out of her bed, out of her sleep, by hostility. And this friend pulled out their phone and pressed record. This so-called friend actually pressed the record button to capture Shanquilla's assault instead of stopping it. This so-called friend recorded Shanquilla when she was being attacked while she was actually undressed and completely naked, and being attacked by a jealous bully. And then, to add insult to injury, after Shanquilla later dies from what is widely believed to be another attack by these same friends, allegedly, this particular friend posted the video of Shanquilla being attacked naked on the internet, on the World Wide Web. Shanquilla's body hadn't even been buried yet. Shanquilla's mother and father weren't even given the right to process, let alone grieve and investigate the death of their only child before this so-called friend posted the video on the internet for views and attention and popularity. This video wasn't given to the police to help achieve justice. It was posted on social media for a type of attention that would swiftly backfire. And we see Shanquilla's angelic spirit was too kind to even fight back on the video. All while you hear the commentary of this so-called friend encouraging Shanquilla to participate in the fight instead of stopping it. I'm saying all this to say that some of us are keeping people around us who are dangerous. Some of us have kept people around us who have repeatedly and unmistakably shown us that they are dangerous, but we neglect to remember. We neglect to add it all up and realize what they're capable of. We keep letting it slide. I'm not talking about the small stuff. I'm talking about calculated measures and actions to seriously and negatively impact another person's well-being and their life. The Bible teaches forgiveness. Forgiveness does not always require reconciliation. Forgiveness does not always require giving someone endless opportunities to repeat their offenses. Because as adults, we also have to be discerning about what another person is capable of and what they can handle when they're around you. Some people cannot handle your light or your favor. Acknowledge that, accept that, and only keep yourself around people who love your light because they're made of light too. Please don't allow Shanquilla Robinson's life to have gone in vain. Please remember that even the kindest, most sparkling spirits can attract the most demonic demons. Shanquilla's beautiful, angelic spirit lives in my heart always, and I'm reminded of her. I feel her warning anytime I'm around a toxic person, and I'm immediately reminded to eject myself from them. I hope you take today's message to heart and that this message serves you all in the best way possible. To Shanquilla, your beautiful spirit lives on to protect us all forever. If you find my content helpful, I hope you'll subscribe. I post daily, so I'll be back with a new message soon. In the meantime, keep your heads up, family. Stay prayed up. I love you all, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.